This afternoon, I want to start my presentation briefing you on the present status of the La Soufrière volcano eruption in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'm going to focus on the two-phase approach that St. Kitts and Nevis is using to respond to this event in assistance to the people and government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The status of the volcano remains at alert level red, meaning that there could be volcanic eruption without any notice or without any sort of warning. We have seen the various explosions that have occurred with the pyroclastic flow that has affected many villages in the northern part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. St. Kitts and Nevis has continued with their approach in terms of assistance in that of relief supplies, financial contributions, and supporting our regional mechanism, as well as the human resource support in that of the security forces that are on standby to be deployed shortly. For the benefit of all, there are 88 shelters in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, with approximately 6,208 occupants in those 88 shelters. Some 6,567 persons are staying in private shelters, meaning they're either staying with friends or family in their private homes, and a total of 13,303 persons are presently displaced as a result of this eruption. We want to express solidarity with the NEOC in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who are operating 24 hours a day around the clock. And we send our prayers to our colleagues at the NEOC in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So what has St. Kitts has done so far? In terms of relief supplies, we have shipped drinking water, non-perishable food items, cleaning items, buckets, face masks, baby items, pet food, and personal hygiene kits. So we have shipped 2 40-foot containers and 3 20-foot containers with the estimated value of 280,000 EC dollars worth of relief supplies. And I'm also pleased to advise that the St. Kitts and Nevis Displaced Persons Committee that was approved by the federal cabinet has already met 2 times to develop and put in place the necessary plans as we prepare to receive displaced persons from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. To date, out of the 350 plus persons that have showed interest in being moved to other countries, or migrating to other countries rather, 7 have indicated interest in coming to St. Kitts and Nevis. So in this regard, we are looking at the pre-screening criteria. We are looking at the health and travel protocols that will be enforced, and also the compliance with the COVID-19 protocols that would be required. A critical area that we're also looking at is the medium to long-term planning in terms of sheltering. So it is important that persons who are desirous of sponsoring or supporting persons who are displaced from the impacted area in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that they can call NEMO or contact Ms. Janelle Lewis, Permanent Secretary within the Ministry of Social and Community Development, and indicate your interest. Your information will be taken, and then you will be contacted. We have been also receiving requests from family members of persons living in St. Vincent who are desirous of bringing their family here to St. Kitts and Nevis. We are asking you to register your interest with NEMO or the permanent secretary within the Ministry of Social and Community Development. These are the agencies or ministries that will be leading this coordination. Ladies and gentlemen, today, approximately 3:43 p.m., most of you would have felt a tremor or earthquake, and the UWI Seismic Research Center in Trinidad and Tobago would have notified that this would have occurred approximately 63 kilometers northwest of St Kitts and Nevis, 66 kilometers northeast of St Kitts and Nevis, at a depth of 10 kilometers with a magnitude of 4.4. So therefore, yes, you would have felt it, and if you did, please visit the NEMO Facebook page and let us know if you felt this earthquake. We are now heading into the hurricane season. It is important for you to start to prepare. Preparedness means if you have a hurricane plan, please continue to review it. If you don't have one, please prepare a plan. Please plan for the worst case scenario. Now, one of the things that we do for the hurricane season for sheltering is we first encourage the body system, meaning being our brothers and sisters keepers. In the context of COVID-19, you would understand that sheltering, if we are impacted by a tropical cyclonic system, then it would require that you either leave your home if it's badly damaged and go into a government-designated shelter, or you may have to shelter with someone else. And I want to share this story with you for a particular reason. Having discussions with our colleagues in the caucuses, that's the National Disaster Directors Caucuses for the 19 CDMA states, this discussion was held. And what was revealed was that even though the executive director of CDMA would have indicated that since 2019, the persons in St. Vincent and the Grenadines were preparing for the explosion of the volcano, it took the explosion of the volcano and a second explosion of the volcano for persons to evacuate from the red zone. What does that mean in the context of what I want to explain to you? Do not wait until we have a major explosion in St. Kitts and Nevis to find yourself not vaccinated or unvaccinated. Do your best. Vaccinate. We have the potential of a duplicity in terms of hazard impact to St. Kitts and Nevis, meaning we could be facing the COVID-19 pandemic as well as a major hurricane that can impact us and challenge us, and that's when we're going to see people wanting to take the vaccine because they want to be protected. Please do your best. Use the opportunity now. Go and vaccinate. Thank you very much.